Adam Murray, our captain for the second successive season. Firstly, how did you find out about the news?
The gaffer pulled me and just informed me that he was going to stick with me this season as captain, and obviously I was over the moon. Obviously you get a new manager coming in who brings his new players in, and there's always a worry in your mind. But I've done everything I can to kind of hold on to that armband, and I weren't giving it away without a fight.
When did he tell you?
Saturday. He just pulled me one side Saturday and just give me the good news.
Were you ever fearful that it might be stripped from you?
Yeah, I think obviously, like I say, when a new manager comes in and there's as many changes as there was here, there's always a doubt in your mind that the new manager's going to want one of his players he's brought in. I'm confident in my ability as a player and as a leader on the pitch, and I relish that challenge. And like I say, I weren't going to give it up without a fight.
What do you believe he's seen in you in order to give you the armband again?
I think I like to think that I set by example. Performance-wise, I try and hit high levels. My work ethic, I make sure I give 110% every game, and I want to win. I don't want to come off that pitch ever not being a winner. And I think the gaffer himself, he's already showed that he's a winner in his own mentality. So I think from that point of view, we're singing off the same sheet.
It's been said by many, there's no doubt about it, that you've really hit the ground running this pre-season. What does that count for heading into this term?
Personally, it was always my target to come back as fit as I've ever been. I think last season, after being injured the season before, it took me up until virtually the end of the season before I felt anywhere near where I normally am fitness-wise. So it was always my aim over the summer to work hard and come back fitness-wise flying. That's what I did. I knew that there'd be new players, obviously a new manager coming in, and to be a winner and to be successful, you have to up your standards, and that's what I did.
What are your other aims? You've already accomplished one, being the skipper now. What about the other aims for you this season?
My main aim this season is my main aim when I first come back to the football club, and that's to help get this team out the conference and back into the league. And I'm going to do all I can to kind of make that happen.
And how equipped are we for getting back into the Football League?
I think we're very well equipped. I think we've got a team of leaders from the top now. You look at the chairman, the chief exec, they want to win in everything they do. They want to win. They're all top businessmen. The chairman's a top businessman. He's coming to the football club and he wants to be a top chairman. We've got a manager that's coming who's won things as a manager and he wants to carry on. And now he's brought players in that are men, I like to call them, and they want to be successful. We've got people that have come from higher leagues that are looking at it as a step backward to go forward. We've got young lads that want to prove a point. So it's a great kind of ingredient for success. Now it's up to the group of lads that we've got to put all that together and start winning football matches.
So what do you see as the big difference between this squad and the squad last season?
I think the whole outlay that the gaffer's brought in and Mickey's brought in of the kind of structure we've got now. Everybody knows the jobs, everybody knows what they should be doing, and everybody's pulling in the right direction and the same direction, which is massive. And to get promotion, that's what you need. You need everybody out there knowing what their job is, what they have to do, and they're willing to work 110% to do that. And I think at the minute we've showed that we've got that. Now we've got to take our pre-season form and kind of work rate and effort into the league on Saturday.
Results-wise, I know most managers couldn't care less about results in pre-season, but Paul Cox is not one of those. He cares massively about the results in whichever games he plays. What does that count for, this pre-season?
Well, it's a habit. With anything you do, you want to set good habits. And obviously winning breeds good habits, whether it's a work ethic, the standard of level of play, it's all a habit. And I think getting into the winning habit over pre-season has been massive, especially for this football club in itself, where you look at last season where we'd win 1 and lose 3 and then we'd win 2 and lose 5. You can't be like that if you want to win things and get promotion. So I think his main kind of target this pre-season was to build that habit and to build that kind of winning formula. Luckily enough, and through hard work, we've managed to do that. Now it's up to us to take it into the kind of league schedule.
Let's talk again about your captaincy. It's pretty obvious the roles that you have to perform on the field, both as a player and as captain, but what about off the field? What are your duties? What extra duties are there as captain of a club?
Well, despite the fact I'm just getting old now, 30 next month, so I've got a fair bit of experience that I think can help the younger lads, not only with the football side of it, but I think my kind of problems in my younger years have been well documented, so I'd like to think that I can lend a hand in them areas as well. And I think you have to keep people focused on the job in hand. I think there's a lot, especially as a young lad, there's a lot of things going on in your life that sometimes take your eye off what the target is. And I think as a captain and as an older player, and the good thing about this team now at the minute is even though I'll have the armband, there's 3 or 4 that'll be standing next to me that are equally as good a leader, and I think they'll be doing the exact same job, which is helping the younger lads and keeping everybody together. And sometimes that's keeping the older pros together as well, because sometimes as a footballer your eye does come off the ball, and it's up to the people around you to kind of drag you back on target.
You mentioned your age there, approaching 30. Do you still... Sorry?
Don't look it, I know.
Approaching 30, do you still feel that your best days are ahead of you?
Definitely. I think I was actually having this conversation the other day, and I think fitness wise I'm as fit as I've ever been, and I think with age your awareness and kind of knowledge of situations of the game becomes better. You look at players now, they're playing until they're 36, 37, and that's my target. I don't see no reason why I can't, and I'm going to keep pushing myself and become better and better as a player.
Getting this armband again really means a lot to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, massively. I know I've spoke to you about it a few times, and it was something that was really important to me. I relish the responsibility, and the fact that it's this football club that I've said before, over the past kind of 8-9 months, it means a great deal to me. So to lead this team out here, and to try and lead it to the place that it wants to get, which is promotion, it's a big thing for me. So I'm over the moon that I've still got it on my arm.
Genuinely pleased for you. Well done.
Thanks, Steve.